Article 1. Whether God is a body.
Objection 1. It seems that God is a body, for a body is that which has the three dimensions. But Holy Scripture attributes the three dimensions to God, for it is written, He is higher than heaven, and what wilt thou do? He is deeper than hell, and how wilt thou know? The measure of him is longer than the earth and broader than the sea. Job 11:8-9. Therefore God is a body. Objection 2. Further, everything that has figure is a body, since figure is a quality of quantity. But God seems to have figure, for it is written, Let us make man to our image and likeness. Genesis 1:26. Now a figure is called an image, according to the text, who being the brightness of his glory and the figure, i.e. the image of his substance. Hebrews 1:3. Therefore God is a body. Objection 3. Further, whatever has corporeal parts is a body. Now Scripture attributes corporeal parts to God. Hast thou an arm like God? Job 44. And the eyes of the Lord are upon the just. Psalm 33:16. And the right hand of the Lord hath wrought strength. Psalm 117:16. Therefore God is a body. Objection 4. Further, posture belongs only to bodies. But something which supposes posture is said of God in the Scriptures. I saw the Lord sitting. Isaiah 6:1. And he standeth up to judge. Isaiah 3:13. Therefore God is a body. Objection 5. Further, only bodies or things corporeal can be a local term, wherefrom or whereto. But in the Scriptures God is spoken of as a local term, whereto, according to the words, Come ye to him and be enlightened, Psalm 33:6, and as a term, wherefrom, all they that depart from thee shall be written in the earth, Jeremiah 17:13. Therefore God is a body.
On the contrary, it is written in the Gospel of St. John, John 4:24, God is a spirit. I answer that, it is absolutely true that God is not a body, and this can be shown in 3 ways. First, because no body is in motion unless it be put in motion, as is evident from induction. Now it has been already proved, PrimaPars 2:3, that God is the first mover, and is himself unmoved. Therefore it is clear that God is not a body. Secondly, because the first being must of necessity be in act, and in no way in potentiality. For although in any single thing that passes from potentiality to actuality, the potentiality is prior in time to the actuality. Nevertheless, absolutely speaking, actuality is prior to potentiality. For whatever is in potentiality can be reduced into actuality only by some being in actuality. Now it has been already proved that God is the first being. It is therefore impossible that in God there should be any potentiality. But every body is in potentiality because the continuous, as such, is divisible to infinity. It is therefore impossible that God should be a body. Thirdly, because God is the most noble of beings. Now it is impossible for a body to be the most noble of beings, for a body must be either animate or inanimate, and an animate body is manifestly nobler than any inanimate body. But an animate body is not animate precisely as body, otherwise all bodies would be animate. Therefore its animation depends upon some other thing, as our body depends for its animation on the soul. Hence that by which a body becomes animated must be nobler than the body. Therefore it is impossible that God should be a body. Reply to Objection 1. As we have said above, PrimaPara 1:9, Holy Writ puts before us spiritual and divine things under the comparison of corporeal things. Hence, when it attributes to God the 3 dimensions under the comparison of corporeal quantity, it implies his virtual quantity. Thus, by depth, it signifies his power of knowing hidden things. By height, the transcendence of his excelling power. By length, the duration of his existence. By breadth, his act of love for all. Or, as says Dionysius, Divine Names 9, by the depth of God is meant the incomprehensibility of his essence. By length, the procession of his all-pervading power. By breadth, his overspreading all things, inasmuch as all things lie under his protection. Reply to Objection 2. Man is said to be after the image of God, not as regards his body, but as regards that whereby he excels other animals. Hence, when it is said, Let us make man to our image and likeness, it is added, And let him have dominion over the fishes of the sea. Genesis 1:26. Now man excels all animals by his reason and intelligence. Hence, it is according to his intelligence and reason, which are incorporeal, that man is said to be according to the image of God. Reply to objection 3. Corporeal parts are attributed to God in Scripture on account of his actions, and this is owing to a certain parallel. For instance, the act of the eye is to see, hence the eye attributed to God signifies his power of seeing intellectually, not sensibly, and so on with the other parts. Reply to objection 4. Whatever pertains to posture also is only attributed to God by some sort of parallel. He is spoken of as sitting, on account of his unchangeableness and dominion, and as standing, on account of his power of overcoming whatever withstands him. Reply to objection 5. We draw near to God by no corporeal steps, since he is everywhere, but by the affections of our soul, and by the actions of that same soul do we withdraw from him. Thus, to draw near to or to withdraw signifies merely spiritual actions based on the metaphor of local motion.